What's going on, everyone? Marty is back with yet another review for you here on Heavy Metallurgy. This time, we'll be discussing the new Helloween live album. I know, Helloween on this channel, who would have ever thunk it, right? Well, they're one of my favorite bands, if not the favorite band. And, yeah, let's just say I'm contractually obligated to talk about them. So let's all take that drink you're all thinking about right now, and let's get into it. Helloween live at Budokan will be released on December 13th, 2024 on CD, DVD, Blu-ray, and LP via Reigning Phoenix Music. They're rolling out all the stops on this one because obviously a bigger band, and Helloween are just one of those bands that know how to do a live album correctly. And let's just say out of the 40 plus years that this band has been together, they're really no stranger to the live album medium. I probably don't have all of them here, but yeah, we'll start off here early with the Live in the UK. Thanks to Jurgen for sending this to me. Of course, we move past the Kiska era and we have the Darius era. We got High Live. Keepers of the Seven Keys, The Legacy. This is the World Tour 2005-2006, live on 3 continents. Very good live set here. And of course, when the band all reunited, they put out a massive statement with this banger of a live album, United Alive, which is a very extensive package. They put this out on Blu-ray as well, as long as LP, box set, you name it. They release this every way possible, and as you can see, it's a very extensive set list that documents a very wide swath of this band's entire career. So what makes a live album such a special event? Well, maybe it's not as special of an event as it used to be, but I would say in this day and age, a live album is a great stopgap. You're waiting to put out new material, and you've been touring for a couple years, you throw a live album into the mix to satisfy your fan base, hopefully maybe have a video pick up some traction online, pick up some new fans along the way. And also, Helloween are just a fantastic live band. So it's kind of, I get the feeling when I watch these other DVDs or listen to other live releases from them, they're just very good at it. They are a great band. They play well together. The chemistry's there. The source material is excellent. So as long as you can go in and play your instruments with maturity, class, all the things, all the practice that 40 years has given you, you're going to succeed. And Helloween succeeds time and time again. Honestly, Live at Budokan is no exception. Live at Budokan is a digital monument to the Helloween Hammerfall tour that started in 2022 and ran through 2023. When, you're wondering why did they choose Budokan to record this at, well, we have a little statement here from the band, which I'm going to read. Helloween is the first German band to record a live album at Nippon Budokan, fulfilling a lifelong dream for its members. Lead vocalist Michael Kiska described the show as surreal with electrifying fan energy, creating an unforgettable atmosphere. Bassist Marcus Grosskopf spoke of the venue's profound professional and historical significance, calling it both humbling and inspiring to perform in such a legendary space. So yeah, really, the place had the facility and the technical things you need to record a live album, room for the cameras. It was the perfect setting for them, and it was at the end of this 2022-2023 tour, so why not document it? So looking at the set list on Live at Budokan, I've been following this tour since it started in 2022 via YouTube, fan-held recordings and whatnot, and, cell phones. It's a thing. Go to a show. It's all you see are cell phones. But I've watched a lot of the sets throughout the couple years, and honestly, the set list is essentially the same grouping of songs that they played at most shows, though they did start off the tour breaking the song Skyfall in half. So they would intro the set off with Skyfall, and stop about the midway point, and at the very end of the set they would use the last half of Skyfall as the outro. I don't know how long they did that for, but it didn't last long because they ended up taking the song, putting it back together, and introing, playing it at the beginning of the set. So I guess the biggest question is, what sets Live at Budokan apart from the massive United Alive? Well, first thing you're going to basically realize right away, their set is basically, it looks the same. You got the giant inflatable pumpkin around the drum riser, the lights, the feel, sometimes even the clothing they're wearing. It doesn't differ much, if at all, from the visuals on United Alive, which isn't even a big deal if you are not going to buy the Blu-ray. You're just going to buy the live album. United Alive is a more extensive glimpse into their entire career, where Budokan has more of a focus on early and Kiska era songs, with a few older Andy Darius tracks such as Power, Forever and One, and Perfect Gentleman thrown in. But as far as the set list goes for Budokan, you have 3 brand new songs from the new album that were obviously not made yet when this came out. So you've got Orbit as the intro, which we're not going to count that. Skyfall, Best Time, Mass Pollution. All the other songs on there are on United Alive as well, but with the exception of the song Save Us, which is on Live at Budokan, and Kai's medley is a bit different. On Kai's medley in Budokan, he does Metal Invaders, Judas, Victim of Fate, Gorgar, Ride the Sky, Heavy Metal is the Law. On Pumpkins United, it is Starlight, Ride the Sky, Judas, Heavy Metal is the Law. So they added a couple snippets of classic songs to the Live at Budokan. And one thing that I found kind of cool, little Easter egg, is towards the end of the set, they're doing How Many Tears. And in the middle, the music break in the middle of the song, where everything gets quiet and the guitars start up again, Kai drops in a musical salute to the main melody line of the Gamma Ray song Heading for Tomorrow, which after about, I didn't catch it until like the 6th time listening to this thing. I'm like, oh, wow, that's kind of cool. I thought that was a nice surprise, and cool that the rest of the band was fine with him doing that, if they even knew what it was he was doing. But it was cool to have that little nod of appreciation to his Gamma Ray ears. So the track list is basically what you would expect. You got Future World on there, you've got Keeper of the Seven Keys on there, you've got Eagle Fly Free, all the songs, the classics from the Kiska era that you would expect that are on there. And honestly, I get it. I took my son to see them in 2023, and even though I wanted more Darius stuff, I still love the set list, don't get me wrong, but I just wanted deeper cuts and some of the more Andy era. They ended before the first encore, and my son's like, I'm mad they didn't play I Want Out. I'm like, they're coming back, don't worry, they will. And they did. So I have to realize that younger fans too, they want to see the classics. They want to see the hits. So I have to respect the fact that these bands, they get comfortable and they work out all the bugs in a set list. They try to navigate a little bit of everything. And this is a 40-year career they're pulling from. A bunch of songs, a bunch of quality songs. So even though there isn't much differentiation from this, except this is just much more, it's still a well done set. Let's talk about the production a bit. The sound production. The sound of this is massive. I was kind of blown away on headphones. It just sounds big. The guitars have bite. It sounds mean. The sound perfectly demonstrates how effective this band is at a 3-lead guitar attack, and Iron Maiden, you should take note of this. All the layers and individual instruments are easy to hear and cut through with power. Also, the production highlights the absolute expertise of all 3 singers. It is also very well thought out on how evenly dispersed each singer is throughout the set list. There's excellent choreography, vocal choreography, and pacing in the set list. I mean, Helloween are consummate professionals, and it shines through on this and every other product they release. So why would you expect anything different? This is what they've always given us. It's just what type of band they are and how talented they are at what they do. One more time. closing, do you need this? Well, at the time of recording this, I've already pre-ordered my copy, but, this is one of my favorite bands. I'm collector scum. That's going to happen. Are you a new fan? Did you somehow miss out on this? Then sure, I would say get it. If you're a fan of the band, you're going to probably get it anyway. But if you're going to compare this to Live at Budokan, I would say this has got a more extensive track listing. But again, I like this track listing as well. It was good to hear Save Us on there, the 3 new songs. Hearing the band playing songs that they haven't been playing for 30 years is really cool, and they sound like they've been playing them all along. So again, it just highlights the professionalism of the band. Do you need it? Probably not. But do you want it? Yeah. So having said that, let's take a look at the future of what's going on with Helloween. They are currently recording their 18th proper full-length album and preparing for their 40-year anniversary tour, where they have promised many different and some never-before-played tracks in the set list, which, comparing this one to their last live album, this is very much needed. I understand, look at Kiss. Kiss has been playing essentially the hits off the Destroyer album since Destroyer came out. So some bands don't deviate much from the main set list, although Kiss went through the 80s. They played some of their glam era in that time. But getting back to the reformation of Kiss went back to what they were playing back in the 70s and did not differentiate. It's good to see Helloween, as many people are in the band, they're all willing to do some of these guys, 2 of these guys weren't there when some of this stuff was recorded. Most of this stuff was recorded. So it's really great that they are willing to roll up their sleeves, get their hands dirty, and iron out new tracks moving forward. So, 2025, new album, big worldwide tour coming, and with Beast in Black, I believe, is the band that's coming with them. So, yeah, 2025 is going to be a very pumpkin type of a year indeed. And guess what? If I'm still around at that point, Heavy Metallurgy will definitely be informing you what's going on, whether you like it or not. So, yeah, that's it. Thanks for checking out this review. I hope you give Live at Budokan a shot, because it's a fun listen for sure, and I can't wait to see the Blu-ray when it lands in my mailbox. But until then, thank you for watching Heavy Metallurgy. Stay tuned, because there's way more live stuff coming up. We got live streams every week, Mondays and Fridays, and of course more reviews, and of course more metals. So until next time, cheers.